What's up, and welcome to the Los Wise Guys podcast. I'm your host, Eslam, aka Rock God, the son accompanied by Dan Thomas, Killer, Dan Emperor, Disco. Fellas. Yep, no, nobody speaks. That's what I'm talking about.
You sound kind of funky.
Yeah, you
Me?
sound weird. Yeah, it's like you're speaking and you sound like this, where it's kind of weird.
Oh, sorry. Is it
You're good
sounding
now.
better now?
You sound a lot better now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, totally.
I don't know. Maybe it's the cold. Maybe it's my brain. It's
That's
lagging.
just how he was talking. He was just like,
It's like he didn't even blame the technology. He's like, it must be me. Oh man.
I think my brain was just lagging. The Wi-Fi connection was short out for a second.
He's on dial-up right now.
Yeah. I'm on that Verizon. What was it called? DSL.
There you go.
I'm on that Verizon DSL.
That's where you see Eslam's wife just show up like, God damn, what's the password? She's checking on the back of the modem.
Oh yeah, Rudy. When is your engagement party again? I forgot.
It's coming up.
It should be. I think
It's tomorrow.
sometime at the end of the year, maybe
Next couple
November,
minutes.
October,
He
November,
missed
something
it.
like that. What? Okay.
Oh God.
Oh, August.
Eslam's just
shit,
trying to
August
read.
11th.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Oh shit.
It's coming up.
August 11th.
Eslam
God
responding to
damn.
the chat is amazing.
Yo, he said cost.
You got it.
I don't know.
Costochondritis.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Yeah, costochondritis.
Yeah.
This man was about to start talking about Costco.
I guess I pulled a Rudy with that date. Like, yeah, you like history, right? August 11th. Holy shit, bro. It's like in a month. That's wild. Why so early? Okay.
Yeah, this is the time and place.
Yeah.
Y'all ready to get this started?
Oh, I haven't RSVP'd yet? I thought I did. My bad. Can I RSVP now live?
Might as well. We're not doing anything else.
Can I
Fuck it. Might as well go for it. We're just chilling. And me and Disco showed up so you can RSVP.
Rudy, I'm RSVP for August 11th. Plus one.
Oh man.
No, take your time.
All right. Listen, this podcast is about the X-Men, our top 4 X-Men, our Mount Rushmore of X-Men. We're bringing it back. We've done the Mount Rushmore topic as a reoccurring topic on the Los Wise Guys podcast for a while now. If you've never heard it, we pick our top 4 of whatever topic we choose, and then we also choose their Mount Rushmore monument that's going to go up on the Mount Rushmore. So we're going to be picking our X-Men, choosing a monument for them, and then we're going to build our, top 4. So X-Men. Let's get started. Who wants to go first?
I'll start.
All right.
I'm just start off, make it easy. Something that's on most people's Mount Rushmore when it comes to the X-Men. I'm going Gambit.
Okay.
That's like
R.I.P.
a given. Yeah, it's
he's on my list too.
Yeah, I'm sure. So yeah, Gambit. He's legit considered one of the coolest comic book characters ever.
Yeah.
Let alone the X-Men. So yeah, he's cool. He's got that little Cajun fire in him.
Yeah.
Along with the other, fire in him. all the kinetic energy and shit. But yeah, man, Gambit, he's out there. He's a badass. I mean, Disco, I know you like him, so you're probably gonna want to say some stuff too. But real quick for me, so for Gambit, for the Mount Rushmore, oh man, I'll do the cards, obviously. Let's tell you what, I'll just do one card, and I want him holding it, but I want his middle finger to be in front, where it looks like he's slipping people down.
Nice.
That's the one I want.
Nice.
Yeah.
To piggyback. I can't even talk. To piggyback off
this
you.
podcast is what we do.
I like Gambit too. Remy Etienne LeBeau, he's total badass. He's got all the flair in the world. He's super seductive and persuasive. But more than that, I was watching this video on him, he was a total badass. He was an Omega level mutant, and I heard he had Mr. Sinister do surgery on him to limit his power because he saw like a future version of himself that destroyed the Phoenix Force and killed everybody on the planet, and so he like was like, oh shit, I don't want that to happen, and so he had Mr. Sinister limit his powers, and so the Gambit that we know and love is actually limited from his Omega level limit powers, and I don't know.
I'm gonna jump in real quick.
He's still one of the strongest.
Absolutely. One thing I want to mention real quick because I did mention that last time we did the X-Men episode.
Oh yeah.
Yep. I love your guys' memories.
Well,
I was like, yeah, he's an Omega
know.
level guy. He downgraded. I was like, yeah, that's why Gambit's so cool.
Well,
yeah.
Whatever.
Nah, Disco said it first.
I invented Gambit. I wrote him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I figured since it's a Mount Rushmore, I actually want to just use their phases in the mountain.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. It's not bad.
We've never thought of that.
We usually try to come up with something like funny, but all right, my turn. I also asked our guests in the chat to play along with us and to give us their picks one at a time along how we do it. So Henry picked Squirrel Girl for his first pick. Henry, let us know what you want her monument to be. Rudy, let us know what you want to pick. But my first pick is going to be my man Colossus. He's always been one of my favorite X-Men. I love his powers. He's fucking huge. Just, being able to cover his whole body with metal is a huge armor, and he's like super strong and whatnot. So his monument. Now it's funny because I just watched Deadpool because Nadia wanted to watch Deadpool. And I just want to go with an R-rated monument. And I think I'm gonna put his dick and balls up there. It's just metal dick and balls, like a big dildo.
Damn.
And that's gonna be Colossus.
It's a Colossus Wii.
Yeah. Oh, Socks guy, what's up, bro? Play along with us.
Zach? What's going on?
We're doing our top
here
four. I know we're doing our X-Men. Also, Rudy, as you guys can see on the screen, Rudy also chose Gambit because he's a follower. And deck of cards spread out is his monument.
Gambit's just really fucking cool. Like,
I know, I'm fucking with you guys. Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have different X-Men's than you guys.
Yeah, no, that's fine. And then Henry's symbol for
These nuts,
is these nuts. Yeah. I'm up next.
Yes.
Let's see. Disco, I'm gonna take another one of yours. I'm sorry, but I do like him a lot. I'm going with Nightcrawler.
Nice.
Yeah, I was like, I know it's under Disco.
We're gonna have the same list.
Pretty much. But yeah, Nightcrawler is badass. Now, the power of teleportation is something we've discussed very, very often on this podcast. All the things we're willing to do, whether that be moon and old women or anything else. But I always liked him in video games, believe it or not, whether it be like Marvel vs. Capcom or it be the X-Men United. Was it X-Men United? No, that's the name of the movie. X-Men something or other, which was on the PlayStation 2. Just using Nightcrawler is always badass with the teleportation powers and everything. The movie that they did a while back, X2, I think that was X-Men United. That intro scene, still one of my favorite scenes I've ever seen in a movie. Where he's just teleporting, getting all the way up to like the president's desk and everything. Just so fucking cool. So yeah, Kurt Wagner.
Yeah,
he's on there. And for him, it's gonna be tough. I want the Mount Rushmore to be completely blank, and then of course we have the infamous button. Somebody pushes it, and then the poof of smoke shows up.
Oh, nice.
That's pretty cool.
I don't think Spider-Man is a mutant, right?
So he's not a mutant, but the thing is, who is your top 4 X-Men?
Yeah,
that could be interpreted how you want to interpret it. That's the way I'm looking at it.
True. All right, Disco, who's your second?
I'll choose Nightcrawler too because he's on my list. So I'll just piggyback.
I'll let you go next.
I'll
let you go before I do. Yeah.
If you pick the same one, I'm gonna die laughing.
We'll see.
But yeah, as most of the people that are close to me know, I absolutely love teleportation. So of course, Nightcrawler is going to be on my list, and he gets even more badass when he gets the dual swords. He's like an insane ninja assassin, and I love that. I adore that. I love that for him. It's awesome. He's just so badass. He looks all crazy, and his parents are Mystique and Azazel. So I mean, they're total badasses in their own regard. I just love Nightcrawler. He just looks cool. He's always kind-hearted, and I think he even sacrifices himself a couple times in the comic. So I love that noble. He has integrity, and he's pretty always just a good soul. So Nightcrawler, and like I said, I actually want to just put their faces on the thing. So Nightcrawler with his crazy
Nice.
face and maybe like some crazy tattoo things.
Absolutely.
All right. Next up for me, I'm gonna go with Storm. I love Storm. Her powers are fucking phenomenal. She controls the weather, and in turn, she controls lightning, which is, electricity is one of my favorite powers ever. Um, so also she's from Africa, like me, so gotta represent. So Storm, I will do her. I think I'll do her face because she's just. I like the hairstyle where she has like that mohawk type thing.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna do
Yeah,
that one. But Storm has always been one of my favorite X-Men. All
yeah.
right, Disco, you get to go now.
You want to recap some of the chat real quick
Yeah,
first?
I mean I have the chat showing up on the
Okay.
screen
Yeah.
as well, but yeah,
You can recap
Socks
for
guy
the listeners.
For the
Though.
audio, yeah.
Yeah.
Socks guy says Gambit and more for always his favorites. Henry asked if Spider-Man is a mutant. We said he's not a mutant, but he was once an X-Men, right? He joined them at some point, or
Probably. I think I was an X-Men at some point. That's all.
Sox guy then joined in with Rogue. Henry joined in. Also Rudy joined in with Storm. His monument would be Lightning Bolt. Sox guy joined in with Rogue. Henry joined in with Iceman and Snowflake. Uh,
Would be the symbol.
yeah, so that's the chat. Disco, what you got?
Henry said, "I think I'll do her face."
Oh,
That's
that was
Rudy.
Rudy.
Well,
Yeah, that's
That's
what I
his
said.
quote of the day.
Yeah.
I think I'll do her
Um,
face.
My next one is gonna be one of my personal favorites, Magneto. He's just a total fucking badass.
Yeah,
that's gonna be on
man.
everybody's list.
Same
It-
here.
Yeah.
it-
But I'm gonna save him for last, so I'll get to
Yeah.
Magneto when I
Yeah.
get to
He's
last.
insane. He has the power of electromagnetism, which is like the fundamental of the universe, really. So he can just do so much, probably that he hasn't even
I
really
mean,
like
you
tapped
saw
into.
he can literally wipe
And
the
yeah,
earth.
and especially in X-Men 97, as of recently, like we saw, he EMP'd the whole world. That's just insane to even think about it. How much power and energy he's just generating to how much damage he really caused, like property damage with that one EMP. But yeah, Magneto is just always a badass. Professor Xavier's like nemesis, and he's got his own bravado as well. He's like a badass fighter, survivor of the Holocaust. He's an amazing leader, like we saw on the show. He's just got many great qualities, and he's just kind of warped sometimes, and things get twisted, whatever. But yeah, I love Magneto, and his power is insane, and even in the movies, he was lovable. I enjoy him in most iterations of Magneto. He's just a cool concept. Yeah, Magneto. So, and then I'm gonna have him definitely with the helmet, because that's you gotta protect against those psychics.
Yeah. I'll talk about my Magneto there. So far we're 3 for 3, Disco. But yeah, Magneto. I know some people are gonna look at that and be like, X-Men. He's Brotherhood of Mutants. I mean, he's sort of the X-Men sometimes. Go fuck yourselves. It's Magneto. He's amazing. Of course, he's gonna make the list. He's great. You pretty much listed everything. One thing in particular I want to point out is, do you guys remember Avengers versus X-Men back in the day? That was a
Yeah.
storyline. So That happened, and the whole thing was the Phoenix came back, and there was the Phoenix. Was it the Phoenix 5 or whatever, where it took
Yeah.
over like 5 different mutants, and then this, that, and the other, and shit went down. So there's a what if version of that, where instead of Phoenix taking over all those people, because it's like the Phoenix was too powerful and like not one person could control it until they got like strong enough to take over the power of the Phoenix and all that other shit. If scenario, the Phoenix is just like, nah, I'm just gonna go into the strongest motherfucker there is and win into Magneto. So imagine Magneto
Yeah.
with the power of the Phoenix. So by the end of that book, if I remember correctly, the world ended.
That makes total sense.
Exactly. So Magneto. So that that's what I'm gonna say. For my Mount Rushmore for him is basically that same button that you push to make the poof happen for Nightcrawler. I want there to be a just Magneto's hair, just the hair, just flowing
From
just
X-Men
his locks.
97, bro. He had that Fabio vibe, bro.
Magneto, except for the movies, usually had like the really nice long hair.
Yeah.
Like whether different comics and like cartoons and stuff, he was always known for having just long flowing locks. So Magneto's hair right there.
Nice. All right, so my third pick is gonna be Cyclops, and people be sleeping on Cyclops, and I used to sleep on Cyclops until I read this one comic book, and it was the X-Men versus like vampires, or like X-Men versus Dracula. Cyclops was the leader of the team, and the way they portrayed him was he was this like genius strategist, and he was just so confident, so badass. He purposely got Wolverine infected with the vampire virus because he knew eventually his healing factor would destroy the virus and he would turn back into regular Wolverine. So he used that as almost putting in a double agent. And just like once the timer kicked in and he turned back to Wolverine, they just started kicking ass. So it was phenomenal. Really enjoyed the hell out of that comic book. But Cyclops is my third pick, and I am putting him up. I'm putting up his visor.
Yeah.
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 Rudy picked. I think Rudy, you're on like your fifth pick.
Yeah, Rudy's just gonna,
Yeah.
Rudy with rules. You
Yeah.
know how he is.
He doesn't know rules, but uh, Henry and Sox Guy, if you guys are still on, let us know your other
Yeah.
picks. But Cyclops is my third pick, and you guys know who my fourth pick is going to be. But
Yeah.
I'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
Dan,
Yeah, absolutely. So my last one, I'm sure you're not gonna say this one, Disco, or I'm pretty sure.
No,
Maybe you'll
the
surprise me.
last one's probably gonna be different for sure.
Okay. One thing I want to mention is the second and last thing Rudy put up, where Cyclops has hand-to-hand combat that is said to be better than Captain America. So does a little fucking newborn baby. Captain America's trash. So for my number 4 spot, I'm gonna go ahead and go with Forget Me Not. Forget Me Not has always been an interesting character to me. And this kind of like, the more I think about it, it kind of leads me into like why I'm such good friends with you, Eslam, and you, Disco. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with Forget Me Not, but he's the X-Men who's always been there that nobody ever remembers. He has the power to have people forget about him.
nice.
I forgot him.
Disco
Yeah.
and I have the opposite power, where we forget everything about everybody.
But the amazing thing is Forget Me Not's power is gonna actually work on you, because I know in a week or less I'm gonna ask you guys who is my 4th X-Men, and you won't be able to tell me.
You ask me after this podcast, I'm not gonna remember. So
Exactly.
His power is effective.
But yeah, that's literally his power. So it's like, I forgot exactly when he was introduced in the comics, but it's just like he was just there, and they're like, "What the fuck's this guy?" It's like, "No, I've been here the whole time, guys." And they show like old panels of them going like through all these crazy scenarios, like like Jean turning into the Phoenix and this, that, and the other, and Forget Me Not's just in there in every frame. And he's just like, "Yeah, you guys didn't realize I was here," and he's there the whole time.
that's funny.
Yeah. So
You know what that reminds me of, which
yeah.
is super random.
What's up?
D12, the song. I forget the name of the song, but you know exactly.
Is it called Forget Me Nots?
No. D12. My band.
Oh, my band. Yeah.
When one of the guys, he was like, "Superman
Lose
video."
yourself
I was in
video.
the
I was
back.
at the back.
Yeah,
Superman video. I
that's what
was
it
in the back.
reminded me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good point.
that's forget
Yeah,
me not. Like
that's a good point.
that's yeah. All right,
Oh
that's
man,
my
it's
turn.
funny that you mentioned D12 because just recently we did an episode on the podcast where I was putting up lyrics for songs and you guys had to guess the lyrics.
Yes.
I'm gonna leave it at that. So
That was a
yeah,
good
if anything,
episode.
guys, go back and check that out. It was fun. You guys can play along as you watch or listen.
Yeah,
But yeah, so
that
I'm
was a
going
lot of
Forget
fun.
Me Not.
Can't wait for this
My Mount Rushmore for him. That same button that you take when you push, and you get Nightcrawler's like poof,
one.
and then you have Magneto's hair flowing. For Forget Me Not, nothing happens. This is the blank. It's just blank. It's just there. This
A
is like
weird ass Mount Rushmore,
there's
bro.
a fourth spot. Like imagine when you look at this Mount Rushmore, you're gonna see Gambit's hand giving you the middle finger holding one card. Nothing unless you press a button, and then just hair. And
Yeah.
then there's just a fourth empty spot. That's
Yep.
this Mount Rushmore. I'm proud of it. I like what I
So
did.
weird. Disco, your last
It's the
pick.
top three. My
Not
last
even. If you don't
person
press the button,
is
it's just
going to
two.
be. I want to do a last one and an honorable mention. I'm kind of torn
Go for
between
it.
these two. So I'm going to go for the last one, Cable. I always just like Cable. He's total badass, and his story's pretty insane. He's got these psychic and telekinetic powers, and he's infected with like nanovirus, and so he has to constantly use his powers to like fight the nanovirus. So he's like nerfed all the time, and then eventually, you know, he doesn't have to do that, and he's like insanely strong. So I don't know. I just love him. And he has like time travels, and he's got a crazy story, a bunch of crazy timelines, like different, iterations of comics for this guy. I really like his appearance too. He's got like the crazy eye and the gun, and I like how they work him in, even in the X-Men '97. They kind of like squeezed him in with the Phoenix and the Summers there with the time travel, and he came in and kind of assisted briefly. But still, regardless, I love what they did with him, and I would love to see like even a show just based on him. I would watch it, or a movie even based on him, a cable movie. If I had the money, I would do it because fuck what Marvel's popping out these days. Hopefully, that Deadpool movie does good, but regardless, whatever. Cable. Yeah, so it's gonna be his face with the crazy eye and maybe some nanobots rolling on his face.
Alrighty. It's my turn, right? Yeah, then
Yeah. Your last one's Magneto or something.
Yeah, so my last one, I had to save the best for last. Magneto. And Magneto has always been my favorite mutant of all time. Whether it's X-Men, Brotherhood, whatever it is, he's number one. He's always been my favorite, just bar none mutant. He's one of the most powerful. The magnetism, he's just like, there's so much that could be done with that. I almost want to see someone um from My Hero Academia like have his same power, because like what I love about the animes is they usually go into powers way more than like American comic books do. They get more creative with how they get used. um and you see that with like in One Piece, My Hero Academia, and a bunch of other stuff. um but we saw in X-Men 97, he can literally change the magnetic field of the planet and literally just wipe out humankind in an instant, and that's just like crazy level shit. So
That's how Peter Parker died in the Ultimate Spider-Man comics.
damn.
Well, it was that was part of it, but yeah, Magneto was destroying the world.
Yeah. So Magneto's is my last pick, and I'm just gonna put his helmet on there. So those are my four. So it's I forgot already.
God damn, that's sigh.
I'm gonna jump in with my honorable mention.
We'll figure it out. That's not. We'll figure it out.
Colossus. There we go. I couldn't remember the first one. Colossus. Storm,
You can do
Cyclops,
it.
and Magneto. I got it. I got it. Yes. All right.
He just needed that hard reboot.
Yeah, for real. I'm telling you, bro. DSL.
Get that lag to catch up. My honorable mention is Havoc. I love Havoc too. He absorbs cosmic energy and he's defeated Hulk twice, and I just love his power. He can
Havoc
absorb
absorbs
cosmic energy.
Yeah.
Cosmic energy.
Okay. I
So
thought
like
he was.
like
I
rays.
thought he had the same powers as Scott, where he just releases like that kinetic energy
No,
from his hand.
Scott's kinetic energy, but he releases it in energy blast though. So,
Oh,
but he
but
absorbs cosmic
so
energy.
does Scott also absorb cosmic energy, or?
I think Scott gets has a dimension portal in his eyes, and he just releases the energy from that dimension.
I feel like you're making that shit up
don't-
right now, bro.
I think it's just in him.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it?
I think he just produces that beam of light from it. I'm talking Cyclops. Havoc, I don't know. I've never been a big Havoc
No,
guy.
Cyclops. Yeah,
Yeah,
That's what I
I'm
was
pretty sure Cyclops has it it's like pent up, like same thing with Jubilee with her whatever and Gambit with his shit. It's kind of just like in their system.
Okay. I thought
I
this
could-
name for Havoc, but okay.
Well,
Yeah,
correct
Havoc, I
us
don't
if
know.
we're wrong, viewers, whoever
Yeah,
knows
exactly.
the real, but yeah, Havoc absorbs cosmic energy, and he's being Hulk, and supposedly I heard that I don't think it's happened in comic, but I was watching this video, and one of the guys said that since he can absorb cosmic energy, when he was fighting the Hulk, he could just absorb the gamma rays. And I was like, oh, that kind of makes sense because the gamma ray is cosmic. And so I felt like that would have been a fun thing to explore. But still, as a character, I just, even when I was younger, I drew him once. And I was just really attached to him. He swept me over in an old X-Men episode. And it was just, he was just cool. And so he's just one of those characters that kind of stuck with me. And yeah, so he could beat the Hulk. He's awesome.
I'm gonna say the same thing I said about Captain America. Hawkeye beat the Hulk too. Hulk ain't shit. Yeah, I said it, Rudy. Hulk ain't shit. That's for you.
Oh yeah, well, let's see
I
you
had
beat the Hulk.
Easily, Hawkeye beat the Hulk. Come on.
I don't know. I heard that hip is kind of busting right now. It's just
I don't need it.
you'll-
Take the other one. Keep them both.
You'll beat the Hulk with one hip.
No hips. No hips. I can tell
No,
the Hulk.
no hips. No hips. Look, no hips.
Hulk ain't shit.
Oh, that's so funny.
Hulk would
All
go
right,
for my dick, wouldn't he?
That's my list, though. What was my list? Dan, you got my
I
list.
did
What's
have
my list?
another one on my list, but I honorable mention Mystique. I've always thought her
Yeah.
powers was
Oh, yeah,
fucking
Mystique is
amazing.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're gonna talk honorable mentions, you guys pretty much Cable was almost on there, Cyclops was almost on there, Mystique was almost on there.
Yeah.
Kitty Pryde was another one I almost threw in there. Yeah, I
like Logan.
being able to go through shit.
Yeah.
Logan's like a given.
Yeah.
So it's so there's the X-Men, that's why it's they're so good. Rudy, it's weird. I'm talking about my dick. It's getting weird now. He's cut it out. But
He said he's gonna smack you with his dick. He's not talking about yours.
why is he talking about people's dicks?
Because
This ain't
it's
what the
Rudy.
podcast is for.
Rudy, what the fuck, bro? This is a family-friendly show.
Jesus Christ, man. I'll hear talk about the Green Giant's penis. But yeah, no. Yeah, so my Mount
I don't
Rushmore.
even know what's going on with Henry.
Yeah. I don't know. Henry's just in there, bro.
I love
Henry's
it. Though.
He's just
in
close
there.
to
I love
a little
it.
Asian woman.
I love it.
Henry's just
Keep going.
I'm in here and you guys aren't gonna forget about me. And I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Perfect.
But yeah, so our my Mount Rushmore as well as Disco's was
Those are symbols for his Mount Rushmore.
exactly. It's Gambit, god damn it.
Iceman.
Gambit, Nightcrawler. Oh, I almost said Iceman too. And I'm talking about me and Disco. It was Gambit, Nightcrawler. Fuck, you made me forget. His last one was
Magneto.
Havoc and then Magneto. Yeah.
Cable
Yeah.
has
It's just
it.
there's so many
Okay.
options. There's
There
so many
is.
options.
Yeah, honestly, there really is. One of them mentioned in the chat, Morph. I do like Morph too.
Yeah, that was
Apocalypse is cool. Mr. Sinister. There's just so many, honestly.
I want to give Rudy credit for that one where you said apocalypse and then you said the symbol would be those lips.
Yeah.
that
that
was
got
pretty
me.
funny. That was funny.
That got me. I was gonna give credit to it. I forgot.
Kudos.
But yeah.
My fellow
Just need some
Egyptian.
big purple lips. Not to be confused with Thanos.
Who would win, Thanos or Cyclops? Apocalypse?
Apocalypse. I don't know.
I'm gonna.
You bring up somebody in the Marvel universe that isn't related to X-Men or Spider-Man, I just assume they're trash.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, I know, right? The whole country?
I guess so.
Everyone in the country at the same time.
The whole country got robbed. That's crazy.
Egypt's been getting robbed, so
Damn. It's Russians.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think Rudy turned into a werewolf.
I don't know what he's talking about.
What?
I think that's Cyclops.
That's also Henry.
Yeah. You get them mixed up. Inferno Killer Fox is Henry.
Yeah.
Big Roo RC is Rudy.
Just think Rudy.
Oh, I see.
Yo, you so old,
small,
bro.
You see him you saw him get close and adjust his glasses.
He's so fucking old.
Whatever,
Even I don't do that, and I have bad eyesight.
That's crazy. He's like, hang on.
Yo.
Don't get old, kids.
That's hilarious.
Shit, I think that's one of the oldest things we did on the podcast, other than our memory.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Why is that emoticon so small?
Did you?
I mean, are you not
hey.
looking at the screen? He said the emoticon. Why is the emoticon?
You know what? Never mind. It's because I'm not maximized, so I see it now.
This whole time you've been looking at little things of us.
Yeah, probably.
Do you always look at us real small when we do a podcast?
Yeah, because then I get to see the chat list. If it's maximized, usually we don't have the chat up. So, and I like to see the chat.
Yeah, no, I have it. Well, I got a big screen. Maybe that's why.
You got two screens. You think it's so cool?
I said a big screen, but not two.
It's not about the size of the screen
or the number. Apparently,
it's about the eyes looking at them.
Still got those 20/20, so I ain't losing that. I'm gonna lose everything else, but not my vision.
Final
X-Men.
I'm just curious. Do you think before you speak sometimes, or you're like, fuck it, I know I'm supposed to say something, so we're all gonna just wait a second and then something's coming.
Final thoughts. That's what I was trying to say, but my brain was like, hold up.
You just said and then we all just sat here silently, just looking at you.
Yep. That's how you grasp attention, bro. You gotta
you know what?
Gotta make those pauses and
that's how you put yourself in the big screen. What are those final thoughts?
Ooh-wee. Okay.
You
final thoughts. Fuck. I've been playing Mass Effect Andromeda and I've been having fun. And that's my final thoughts. Rudy's still mad that I said his thing was at the end of the year. If you didn't remind me, I would have been like, in October, Rudy, what is your thing? All right, Dan.
I'm mad. You said you're playing Mass Effect Andromeda and you like it like you're in an AA meeting. You said it like you have a problem.
I'm not ashamed to say it. I like Mass Effect Andromeda.
You know what? That game got a bad rap. It's not the best game, but it's not as bad as they say.
No, it's I'm enjoying it. It's pretty.
Yeah, fun. Exactly. I have fun with it too. All right. With that being said, my final thoughts. I had something. No, I had stuff ready. It's just you fucking my mind up.
Yeah,
you're
it's hard, isn't it, motherfucker?
I'll talk about video games. Not too long ago, I did get a platinum trophy.
Nice.
A couple weeks ago, it was I think it's only like my second platinum of the year, so I'm slacking. But it was on that cop game. It was for free. Rudy told me about it. I was like, hey, do you want to play this game? So we were cops together, and we got corrupt way too quick. It was bad. There's this one point where I'm trying to give people parking tickets, and then I just hear Rudy just stopping people on the sidewalk, like, let me see your ID, and just patting them down. And he's getting people. It's called Police Simulator. He's catching criminals, but he's doing it all illegally. Yeah. And one of the best parts was there's this one part where it's just like I saw somebody who's clearly drunk, was like, I need to see what's up because I smell alcohol in your breath. This is weird. What's going on? And then I found alcohol, found a gun, which they did not have a license for. So I arrested them. I was like, okay, go over here.
This is pretty legit. Holy shit!
It's not a bad game. Yeah, no, it's like it's a very simple game, but it's cool. It's free on PlayStation if you have PlayStation Plus. And so yeah, I put this person over to the side, and then I was gonna do something. I forgot what it was, and they start walking away. And just me, I'm playing. I was like, oh, stay right there. And next thing you know, Rudy pulls out his fucking taser and just shoots this person on the ground. And our day ended because of police brutality. Like it said police brutality, and it ended our day.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, so it's fun, man.
Don't give that man a badge or a gun.
For real.
For real life.
Absolutely. So yeah, platinum trophy. Looking to see if we could do some more. I just started recently playing The Quarry.
No, The Quarry. Yeah. I never heard of it.
I picked it up in the league a couple years ago, and then I dropped it. And that's when you discovered that that was the trick I do in the league, where it's like I pick up a game and drop it. It was The Quarry that did it because you're like, yeah, that game got big points, and you didn't get out of it. You didn't get it. And my response was like, yeah, but no one else did either.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Strategy. I guess since we're talking about games, the last game I played was Monster Hunter Rise on Switch. I switched from the Gunlance to the Glaive, and then I stopped playing.
I always pick the spear in that one.
It's so weird because I do love the game. I don't know why. I just have fits where I like play it to hell, and then I just stop. And then there's like huge gaps. But yeah, I got to like 5-star, and I'm like halfway through one list, the town like missions. And another game I played was actually like this cute arcade puzzle type game called Bipedal with my wife, and it was really fun to play with. We had to work together and teamwork and really help each other and kind of get in sync with the way the puzzles are designed. It's called bipedal because each joystick controls the leg, and so you have to like left, right, left, right, left, right.
Steps.
And, yeah, so it's kind of like a learning curve at first, but then you get used to it, like second nature, like you're walking, and it's a pretty fun game. The puzzles are fun. It's I don't know. I enjoy those like teamwork games with my wife, and playing like Overcooked and
I got Nadia to play Last of Us.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. She doesn't know how to really do the dual stick with the camera.
Yeah,
like she's still not used to moving the camera around properly. So I'm like, why are you looking at a wall? Move the camera. Like it's so goddamn funny. And then she like panics whenever she gets attacked, and she just starts shooting. I'm like, save your bullets. But I set it on easy for her, so she finds bullets easy.
No, but I mean, yeah,
it's really
maybe you start off with a different game.
I know that's what Rusty said too, but I was like,
gotta work her way up.
I'm throwing her in the deep end, bro. She's gonna learn.
I guess.
Yeah.
Start off with Doom.
Oh, Civilization 7 comes out in August. Interesting.
Oh, nice. Cool. Civilization.
Oh no, more info comes out in August. Okay. I got Civ 6 when it first came out. Was not a fan, but
Sim 6?
Civ 6. Civilization 6.
Oh, Civ 6. Okay.
So hip.
I know.
That's what they call it. Dan, check your WhatsApp. We will be there. What the fuck does that mean? Is that a
that
threat?
almost sounds ominous. Like
yeah, like what the fuck does that mean?
We will be there. You will pay us what we owe. What you owe.
I'm looking at the WhatsApp right now. What the fuck's he talking about?
Border
Police Contraband
thank you for
Simulator 2024.
Thank you for listening to Los Wise Guys podcast. If you like what you hear, follow us on social media. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, rate, and review. Thank you for listening. Have a great week.